What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm running that car at the back. You guys a brand new video, and as you can see behind me, this is the 2021 Nissan GTR T-spec. Now, starting off with this car review, I'll say this car is the last rendition of the GTR. So the GTR has been in the running or on the market from Nissan for around 14 years now, and this is their last rendition of it, and they will not be making any more GTRs after this. This GTR is special because it comes in two colors, Millennium Jade, which is as you see here, and Midnight Purple, which is also another classic, very rare, very classic, near and dear color to the JDM community as far as GTRs go. Now, what's saying as this will be the last rendition of the GTR, since there are only going to be 100 made, this is number 23 off the factory line. And yeah, so let's get into it from the outside. Right, so from the front of the car, from I think around 2019 to now, they didn't really do too much facelifting on the GTR's bumper, besides a little front grille, more room on the front grille. Then I think, yeah, that's about it. And then your GTR badge here, which is standard, has to be in the middle, unless you want to take it off by any chance. But you got the T-spec badge is showing that you have one of the rarest GTRs of rarest R35, I should say. So, and then they have daytime running lights, LED daytime running lights on both sides, and then they got regular LEDs with the signature swoosh, like I like to call it, like a Nike swoosh, but Nissan has their own Nike swoosh, I guess you can say that. So let's get to the engine. Okay, so for the motor of this car, they have the 3.8 liter twin turbo V6, and as you can see around here, it's a different texture because it's the carbon composite. And with the power rating for this car, it would be 565 horsepower and 467 pound-feet of torque. And as you can see here, they only have the gold and black manifold cover for the T-specs only, and they have a hand-built badge of who hand-built this car from the factory. Alright, so for the wheels and brake specifications, we got high performance, run flat tires from Dunlap, front and rear. So the fronts are 255 by 40 in the front, 285 by 35 in the rear. You got gold 20-inch alloy wheels from Ray's from the front and the back, and you have a 6-piston Brembo brakes on the front and 4-piston Brembos in the back, and this car comes with carbon ceramics all the way around. So for the body kit on this car, they have a black metallic strip on the front bumper, side skirt, and also on the rear as well. Now onto the back of the car. Alright, so finally we are onto the back of the car, which I shouldn't mess up, as you guys will probably see in the bloopers that I'll have at the end of the video. I messed up a few times in the beginning. So we have a matte carbon fiber wing right here. You got your Nissan badge in an anthracite gray with the white on the lips and the letters of the Nissan. You got your GTR badge. You got your 4 rear lights, as most GTRs should have. And then you got T-spec under the GTR. And then, like I said, with the side skirts and the front of the car, you have this black metallic lower lip on the car. You have a gray strip right under the lower strip of the car. And there's a little carbon fiber bit right here. The whole thing right here is carbon fiber. Now onto the trunk space of this car. Okay, so for the trunk space of this car, you can fit a lot of things in here. I won't go into detail what things that are running through my mind that can go in this trunk, but you can fit a lot of things in there. Like one, I could most likely fit in there, but I'm not going to do that in this video. But yeah, you have a lot of square footage in this area. So, and you also have a Nissan first aid kit in the trunk as well. Alright, so for the interior of the color, as you can probably see from the door, it is a hand-stitched semi-alanine Mori green color, and the stitching is gold on the seats, the door, and the steering wheel. And also the seats have leather and suede that are both Mori green as well. On to the driver's side of this GTR, you have a Mori green and black leather combination on the steering wheel. You got your gold stitching again on the horn, and gold and red GTR emblem. And for the backsplash of the gauges is carbon fiber finish. Alright, so for the remaining of the interior of the car, I forgot to mention the driver's seat is an 8-way adjustable seat. The passenger seat is a 4-way adjustable seat. And then you have a black suede headliner with this stitching right here, like a diamond stitching kind of. And then you have a black suede on the top of the dash, and then you have Mori green leather on the bottom of the dash. And you have your screen, which is a 8-inch screen with your infotainment system that you need, your navigation, your Bluetooth audio, everything that you need in the modern age to quote unquote either drive a car or use it to its best abilities. And it also has display for your gauges, your oil temperature and stuff if you're taking the car to the track. Then you have your heating and cool modes, and your vents, and then your 3 modes for the fun time, the sport time in the GTR, which is your drivetrain, your suspension, and your traction. And then on the shifter, there is Mori green leather and black leather on it. Then you have a matte carbon on the center console. You got 2 cup holders. You got your e-brake here, and then you got 2 USB ports in the center console. Alrighty, so I managed to get myself in the back seat of this car. I'm about 5'10", 5'11", as you can see. No headroom. But so like I said, I'm 5'10", 5'11". So for somebody that will have to fit comfortably will be either like somebody that's 5'8" and lower, and a toddler at that point. And if I had to sit behind somebody in the driver's seat, they would have to be at least 5'8", or hell, smaller than that. Well, at least for 4 feet to be the driver while I'm sitting behind them. And with the speaker system in this car, as you can see here, there's 2 speakers back here, but in total there are 11 speakers in the whole car that are made by Bose Audio System. And in the back seat as well, you also have a singular cup holder. So needless to say, this is a one-of-a-kind GTR. So there are only, like I said before, there's only going to be 100 made worldwide, and 65 somehow made it to the US. I don't know how that ratio went, but okay. So, like I said before, Millennium Jade is this color on this car, and they also have Midnight Purple. So with the retail price for this car is around 135 to 140. So like everybody knows now with the market now, some people may have probably had to pay over sticker, probably 20, 30 grand over sticker. So it is what it is. So I don't see nobody, I hope I don't see nobody take these cars and make them like a 2,000 horsepower race car. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love high horsepower cars, but this is like, it shouldn't be touched. It should more likely be a collector's car. Now, I'm not the person that will say I like collector cars, because cars are meant to be driven. Let's be real. So, other than that, if you like this car, go ahead and check out the link in my description, rpexotics.com. Oh, and one thing I like to say, the reason why this car is here, because it's a consignment with us. So, the owner wanted a GTR, and he talked to a dealer, and he didn't know what kind of GTR he wanted, but somehow he got lucky and got this GTR. So it's here with us on consignment. So like I said, check out the the link in my description, sorry. And if you like any other cars in our inventory, please call ahead of time before coming in, and schedule an appointment. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Then you have your GTR badges here as well, and T-spec. How did I mess up? I messed up. And your wheel traction. Son of a bitch, so fucking close.
She get on my nerves till I ain't got no nerves left. I come out bustin', my diamonds cold like they Russian. I might spend thousands for nothing. Shoe bottoms red like they blushing. Bands in my pockets, I'm stuffing. Shorty, my girl David Ruffin. She on my head like concussion. Stay with a tool like construction.